Day 33. So it's been a while. The good news is I've been really busy and I've been making a lot of progress on those side little things that I knew I needed to do that were coming in and keeping me kind of from, crossing that fear barrier, that fear limit we had talked about. But as I said, when you know you've got something you need to do, but you keep going against it, that you need to kind of like be like water, and you need to just find every way possible to keep moving forward, even if it isn't always the right major direction you need to go, because it's still forward. And as long as you don't make that a habit, and that's why you spend every minute of every day for the rest of your life for whatever amount of time, it's okay to do it for a while. So I've done it for a couple days. It's been a while since the last update. And, that's okay because I've really made progress. And now I'm at this point where the reason I'm kind of happy is I got the major components up that I needed to get up. So now there's no other type of discussion that I can have with myself except for start doing the content that I need to do. And that's good. I still find myself, getting these feelings or these intuitions to do this. Like a recent article came across an article that really talked about something that was critical for the step that I'm at now. And I found myself almost wanting to buy this guy's program that he had and spend, weeks focused on really developing that area. And that's great. I can do that. But I can't do that and focus 100% of my time. I need to do that on a smaller segment and really start focusing a major part of my time on growing what I need to do. So we're going to do that. One interesting thing was, as I watched the days, because I do have on the wall a printout from my 124th day, and I just have that to remind me, what my mission is here, what my goal is, and what that, even though it's kind of gray as to exactly that finish line is, but that I've got a limit here and I've got a date that I've set for myself. So I've watched those days, diminish greatly, and it was very interesting when it was like day 101, and I was like, oh, it's wow, we've gone through X number of days, etc. And then I hit. I was like, I got distracted for a day or two. And then I looked at the calendar and, the little sheet that I have on this webpage that shows the days, and it was like 98. And a weird feeling came across because all of a sudden I went from like 3 digits to 2 digits. And, it's still a long way away, but I could just feel like all of a sudden it felt that the clock was so much smaller than it was before. And I'm like thinking, oh wow, it's going to be 90 days. And then before you know, it's going to be 60-30. And then my birthday's here, and will I be where I want to be? And it just was an interesting feeling. So I didn't dwell on it too much, but I went ahead and, I noted it and said, good, it gives me a little bit more passion to continue driving harder and harder and harder. And then I just went back to doing what I was doing and was really happy with myself. So I have also found that as I've got into more alignment in what I'm trying to do, there's been more energy and there's been more passion and I guess you could say power. I'm still having challenges with the intuition, really sitting down and having a clear, concise idea of what I need to talk about, what I need to do at that moment, and having it just flow out of me. But I think that's probably a lot because of the situation I'm in on a personal level, house dynamics, some current job dynamics, and just overall other things that are really making it hard for me to get in and stay in, true alignment of who I am now. But I did notice that the energy perspective has been a benefit to me. So, even though I wake up normally at 4 a.m, and I'm at work, by 5:30 or so, I'm going at it. And then I, get home late afternoon, and then focus on my second phase, my second job, my new phase of life. I would hit phases where I would get really tired, and I just kind of, just from an overall energetic level, you get tired and you want to start falling asleep, and you just don't have any go. Well, this weekend, I really noticed that I had a lot of go. I was up till midnight, and I know for some people that's not a big deal. For me to actually be up to midnight and actually have energy and still almost wanting to work a full next day, not stopping, is good, because that shows me that I'm really starting to hit some of that passion that I need to be, which really fuels me. Because when I was younger, in previous situations, when I knew I was in areas that were congruent to who I was or what I needed to do, there was a lot of passion, and I could work a lot, focused a long time. So this is good for me. I know I'm getting in that alignment. I know I just needed to redirect it a little bit more. And of course, I ended up going to bed, because I would have been a basket case the next day or 2 days later, which isn't good with just everything at all. How are you going to make any progress anyways? So I got some sleep and then just started at it the next day. So that's kind of where we are. I'm going to keep doing this, obviously, and continue to give updates as things progress, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you.